Jeff, thank you for sending in your sample material. I'm going to demonstrate the Clicker 1500 press, cutting both thicknesses of your, I believe it's called expanded PVC, with a steel rule die. This is a .937 die. It's mounted in wood, has ejection foam in it. Now this particular die just has four circles in it, so I'm going to show you how this one works real quick. Now with the thicker material, you definitely will only be able to cut one layer, I can assure you of that. So we'll set the set the material on top of the die. We'll slide it in, take it out, hold it for a second, pull it back out, and as you'll see, we get four nice clean circles. Now, you had talked about how you wanted to make sure the wall thickness was, the edge was nice and straight. Again, that can be accomplished by a certain type of bevel that they actually put on the die blade, so that is not a problem at all. So real quick, I'll show you the thinner of the two materials being cut. Now this time, I'll try to do 2 layers at a time and see what happens. Yeah, it looks like it didn't really want to cut through. Well, actually, I take that back. It actually did, in fact, cut through both layers. Nice clean cuts. I've got 8 nice clean circles here. What I'll do is I'll package these samples up and I'll send them back to you. Now you will notice some of these circles, the edge is a little beat up because the die blade on this particular die is very, well, it's sort of rigidy. It's a little bit beat up. That's an old die. I'm going to do one more sample for you real quick here, showing you a larger pattern. Now this time I'm going to use another .937 die. Put the die underneath the material, slide it in, take it out, and you'll notice we get a nice clean cut. Now one thing you had discussed, I think you said you wanted to put your die on the top, so you could actually obviously do that too. You would simply, rather than mounting the cutting board to the top, you would simply mount your die to the top instead. You know, using clamps such as this. There are also mounting holes in each corner of the press so that you could actually just mount the die that way. So I'll take another piece of material real quick, just demonstrate the press cutting with the die on the top. Now the material does not fall out of the die simply because, again, it is a little bit rigid, but I think your goal was to have the material stay in there anyhow, so really that works out good. So I'll just do one more test for you real quick, showing that. So the material actually stays somewhat nicked in there so that the person can easily just pop the material out after the fact. Now there are other things you can do with the steel rule die if you ever needed to, for instance, align it. You can actually incorporate registration pins into the die board, which I thought I had a die here with registration pins, but I don't. So anyhow, I'll go ahead, I'm going to send this video link over to you, and then I'll give you a call to discuss. Thank you.